At some point in life, everyone learns that there are things that vanish. When I was born, I was a scrawny little kid, as my family will tell you.
That was terrible. You were so skinny.
Yeah.
We call you chicken legs. But your legs were so skinny. You were so skinny.
Mm-hmm. I have,
You was crying a lot. Oh, yeah, you was crying and crying and crying.
My mom said the same
I feel
thing.
like a cry. Oh, yeah. A lot of time I cried. I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. I grew up as an only child, but I sometimes wondered what it would have been like to have a sibling, but I've never known. Some years later, I asked my mother why I was an only child, and she replied, "You almost weren't." This is when I learned about a medical condition called the vanishing twin. This occurs when a woman is pregnant with twins. There are 2 fetuses within her womb, and then one disappears and just vanishes, sometimes being absorbed by the remaining fetus, which is born as an only child, like me. This happens to 1 in 8 pregnant women around the world, and my mother was one of these women. The thought that I could have had a twin, a sister or a brother, identical or not, is something that I find almost intoxicating. The loneliness inherent in being an only child is something you can understand only if you've experienced it. To imagine having another person so close, closer than any other sibling, someone with the same birthday and possibly the same looks, to grow up with and be close with every day, to accompany me through life's triumphs and losses, is an amazing thought. And how wonderful that must be for a parent to have not only 1, but 2 amazing children to dress up in silly outfits and photograph endlessly. As a sibling, to have someone you can feel is always there for you, almost a part of you, your other half, who you can grow old with, is really an amazing thing. But there's another side to being a twin. The constant celebrity it affords you. Luckily, perhaps, I am not one of these people, immediately cute and all over the internet. In our culture, it seems twins have become an obsession, a fetish, almost to the degree of rock stars. Then again, Shakespeare's daughters were twins, and even Elvis Presley had one, who died when he was born. Years later he would talk about how this loss, so early in his life, affected him until the day that he died. Perhaps the loneliness of being an only child was the pain of surviving the vanishing of my twin, a pain many twins feel deeply, even if they never know their other half. As for myself, I think that I'm ultimately happy the way that I am. It's strange to think that I could have had a twin, someone just like me perhaps, or my opposite, someone always there, like a limb, now severed and phantom.